Hello and welcome. My name is Donna Harris. I'm sorry, some things just popped up. Okay, here we go. My name is Donna Harris. I am your renewed mom's coach and life and spiritual healing. Mentor women who are ready to renew their life and their spirit by using the three R's, and that is reflection, recommitment, and renewal. Have you commanded your day today? Have you commanded your morning? If you have not, I need for you to go ahead and do that. If you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, hey, command it. It's going to be a better day today. Well, let's get started. Okay, we're going to be talking about stumbling blocks today. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to turn your stumbling blocks into stepping stones. And I looked up the definition of stumbling blocks. It is a circumstance that causes difficulty and hesitation, an obstacle to progress. They are put in place for us to learn from our experiences. I come to believe that transforming our stumbling blocks into stepping stones, and another way to say that is to our setbacks into comebacks. Remember that. Your setbacks to your comebacks. That is the best way, that we can ever rise up from the ashes of our life, and reinvent ourselves, to come back to be a stronger person. Because I know I'm not the only one. All the experiences, all my stumbling blocks that I've been through, hey, they've made me the person I am today. Now, if you don't have any stumbling blocks, I'm pretty sure you're going to run into some in your life. You're probably already going through some stumbling blocks at this moment. You know, we'll always be victims of stumbling blocks, but we have to be empowered individuals. We have to, um, we will give our power away to others, and we do that by negative thoughts and negative things. It's not a pleasant thing. It's not a pleasant way to live, giving your power to someone else. You'll never be satisfied. You'll never be happy with this mentality. So we have to do something about that. But stumbling blocks slash setbacks, they are part of life, and we can't escape it. It is what it is. We're human. They're obstacles. Things are going to get in our way. You know, boulders of life. Things just happen. That's out of our control sometimes. So we have to do things differently. And like I say, you may be going through one right now. Um, Probably because you've been affected personally by this pandemic. And if you have been affected, I send you courage. I give you strength at this time, because we all need it. Um, if you've been personally affected by this pandemic, but besides the pandemic, you could have been or going through a messy divorce or you've had a messy divorce, or you're going through some kind of deep trauma. You've lost your job, the kids are acting up. Several different things can be going on that could be your stumbling block. you know for young people, you know They haven't experienced these things, but they will. So, with our guidance and our experiences, we can teach them or we can talk to them, and try to help them not to go the wrong way or to avoid these stumbling blocks. Some will listen and some won't. You know, we have to learn how to transform our stumbling blocks into stepping stones. And once we do that, we can reinvent ourselves. We can rebuild our lives because it's hard not knowing what to do when you come against these stumbling blocks. And I know you're wondering, like, how can I transform these bumps, these obstacles in my life into comebacks, into stepping stones? I can tell you from my personal experience, um, that sometimes when you go through these things, it's like you want to give up because sometimes it's like one stumbling block after another. It's like you can't catch your breath without something else hitting you all at one time. But don't give up. That's one thing I'm trying to say. Don't give up because everything is coming at you at one time. We can't do this on our own, so we have to seek guidance from God. We have to trust and believe that the things that are happening in our lives, there's got to be a purpose, and there's got to be a reason for it. You know, the things that go on in our lives that we don't cause, you know, God is trying to get our attention. He's trying to make us stronger in those areas. He's trying to um, help us find our strength because sometimes it's like, Lord, if another thing happens, I can't hold all that on my shoulder. I can't accept anything else that's coming towards me, Lord, because it's so much going on right now. I can't take another thing. But God knows us. God knows our strength. God knows what we can handle. So just because we don't see it with our natural eyes, we have to believe and we have to have faith that God has a lesson behind all this and that He's going to pull us through it all. He's not just going to grab us and pull us through like that. There's steps that we're going to have to go through. We're going to have to be faithful, first of all, and trust and know that if He got me through that mess way back then I know that He's going to get me through this. And I know that there's a purpose for what I'm actually going through. We have to ask ourselves, what is it, what's here to teach me? You know, what I just went through or what I'm going through, what is the lesson? What can I learn from this? And condemning yourself, um, or thinking that God is out to get you, that's not going to get you anywhere because God is not out to get you. God has placed you in a position. He want to know if He can trust you first of all before He can take you higher and higher. So the things that go on in our life is a test. And that's how you have to look at it. You have to look at this. Okay, this is a test. Now, I'm going to pass this test. I may have failed the last test that God gave me, but this one right here, I'm going to pass this because I'm more stronger, I'm more wiser, and I want to please Him. So just look at it as a test and that you're going to accomplish that test. And then you have to ask yourself, how can I find meaning and how can I find purpose in this matter that I'm going, this tragedy that I'm going through? You know, how can I become a better human being through it all? You know, be of good service, be kinder, be humble and compassionate to others. You know, you know what have empowered people done in similar situations that I'm in? See, we have to do our research. We have to like go listen to podcasts of inspiring people. Look them up on Google. Read about their lives. Read about how they went from point A to point B. Learn how they went through so much in their life that now that they are better and they are stronger. We have to invest time. Hey, go to the Bible. Listen, there are so many people in the Bible who struggled and went through so many different things, but God equipped them. He gave them the equipment they needed. He made them stronger. He made them wiser. Because we want the fruit, but we don't want to go through the process to get the fruit. But that's life. There are going to be obstacles. There's going to be things that's thrown at you one by one, but don't give up. I'm pleading. Do not give up, because I'm telling you, God has a purpose and God has a plan for all the things that He places in our life. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Now, I'm just gonna be honest. Now, sometimes we do things on our own. We do things because we want to do it. We're human. Excuse me. We're human, and our flesh, gets in the way, a whole lot. And with these things, it's gonna be harder to come up out of, because we do it to ourselves. Because God leads us. He gives us the option to either go His way or go our way. And I'm telling you, when you go your way, oh my God, it is so hard to get back. But I promise you, you will. Now, turning your stumbling blocks into stepping stones, or your setbacks to comebacks, it's a step at a time, and it's a day at a time. It's not anything that's going to happen overnight. The questions that I put forth to you, take your time and answer those. What is this here to teach me? How can I find meaning? How can I find purpose in this matter, this tragedy that I'm going through? How can I become a better human through all the things that I'm going through? What have the empowered people done in similar situations? Take your time to answer these questions, because again, nothing happens overnight. Your stumbling blocks did not happen overnight. They happen over a period of time. So again, to turn them into stepping stones, it's a process. A process. It can't be rushed at all. One day, you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to see a new person, a powerful person, a stronger person, a much mature person, because you found the strength and you found the power and you found the know how to turn your stumbling blocks, your setbacks, into comebacks. So don't be afraid when all these things come at you. Don't be afraid at all. You know, hey, I know stumbling blocks, they're not pleasant at all. They are not, they're unpleasant experiences. But the truth of the matter is they're there to shape you. They're there to shape us, to change us, We will never be the same person as we were before the situation. I promise you that much. But just don't give up. My own stumbling blocks in my life, and I've had a lot, but I'm only going to name a couple. I had 3 brothers to pass away within 5 years. I've had mental abuse, from someone who was supposed to groom me into being a woman, someone who was supposed to protect me. That's a stumbling block. A messy divorce that I went through, low self esteem that I went through, thinking, that I wasn't beautiful and that I wasn't loved and that God didn't love me. Those were some of my stumbling blocks in life. But those experiences made me gravitate more to God. It made me stronger. It made me wiser. It made me the woman that I am today. Because I knew somewhere that I was not supposed to stay stuck or stay under my stumbling blocks. I knew I had to step out. I knew I had comebacks, that I was going to make my excuse, excuse me. I knew that I had to step out. Life had more for me. God had more for me. So I'm telling you that the things that you're going through in life, your obstacles, don't just let them beat you down. You are an overcomer. You can overcome this and you can be a better person in life. I read something one day and it says, it's your challenges that make you who you are. And that's true. If you let your challenges beat you up, where are you going to be? In the same spot. So use that. Use your challenges to make you who you really are, who you were called to be. I pray that this message has helped somebody. I pray that it has freed somebody. I pray that it has opened somebody's eyes, because the research and the studying that I was doing, I had to go back and I had to sit down and I had to thank God for all these things, because I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for my stumbling blocks. So take the time today to think about the questions that I asked, and I'm going to put them also in the comment box. So you can either write them down, take a picture of it, memorize it, it doesn't matter. But it's very important that you take these questions and kind of meditate on these questions. Because I don't want you stuck. I don't want you up under that rock. I don't want you there. I want you to be a better person, stronger for God. I want you to live your life as God wants you to live it, not how you want to live it. Don't be happy in your sin. Don't be happy in the world. Don't be happy not being with God, because that's wrong. Love Him. He loves you. He will help you through it all. My name is Donna Harris. I am your renewed mom's coach in life and spiritual healing. I mentor women who are ready to renew their life and their spirit by using the 3 R's. That's reflection, renewal, and commitment. Catch me Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. for your 30-day devotional reading. Tuesday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. for prayer. I love you all. I thank you. I love you, Miss Kathy. You're my biggest fan. I thank you so much. Hey, listen to this, share this, meditate on it. Whatever you need to do it. I promise you it'll help you in the long run. So what are you waiting for? Start transforming one block at a time. I love you. Have a great day.